You can a simple definition about cost and expense. Cost is a sacrifice more to get some things, but a one time. Expense also is a sacrifice more to get something, but is a recurrent. One is recurrent, one is on time. This is the core idea, core concept between cost and expense. Now, I am going to discuss about the classification of the cost and expense. Cost and expense generally we can divide it under three categories. Number one, manufacturing cost. Number two, non-manufacturing cost. And finally, number three, special cost for decision. Manufacturing cost, also called product cost. When you want to produce a product, this product related every cost you can call product manufacturing cost. And non-manufacturing costs, those costs are not directly related to produce a product. This is the non-manufacturing cost. Non-manufacturing cost somewhat period cost and time dimensional cost. Again, I am coming back to manufacturing cost. We can three categories: direct materials, direct labor, manufacturing as indirect material, labor, and factory utilities. Direct materials mean raw material. To produce a product, hot materials as considered as the prime element. This is the direct raw material. Say for example, if you want to make a table chair, the prime element is wood. You want to make a mobile phone, prime element is iron or plastic. This is the raw material for that product. Direct labor, those who are directly involved to produce a product or task to produce a product. This is the direct labor. Technician, engineer, accountant. This is the direct worker or direct labor. And indirect materials or indirect labor, those material or those labor not directly involved to produce a product. Say for example, gatekeeper, supervisor, assistant, co-worker, advisor, production advisor. This is the indirect labor and indirect material, painting and finishing element of a product. Packaging, painting, varnish, like this material are indirect material to produce a product. And now I am going to another prime cost. Prime costs are arise from direct materials and direct labor, and indirect labor and indirect material, also conversion cost, because labor they try to force or convert it a product from one phase to another phase. So this is called conversion cost. Conversion cost and prime cost combined we can call product cost. And another side, selling cost and admin cost we can call combinedly period cost. So product cost and period cost we can call combined cost behavior. Cost behavior again we can categorize under three head. variable cost, fixed cost, and mixed cost. Variable costs are those costs total level of activity is changeable at proportionate. It is the variable cost. Fixed cost, total cost are fixed, always constant at a certain point. And mixed cost, combinedly variable cost and fixed cost. Mixed cost generally somewhat fixed, somewhat variable. We can give a example of mixed cost. Electricity bill, demand charge or minimum charge is the fixed, and after minimum or demand charge are variable cost. What amount you want to consume on the basis of your uses or consume the unit, total amount will be increased on proportionate. So mixed cost is somewhat variable and somewhat fixed. And burning example or paradigm example of this mixed cost is electricity bill, like this. So this is the categories of manufacturing and non-manufacturing cost. Now I am going to another categories of cost, special decision, special cost for decision. This cost is generally differential cost, opportunity cost, sunk cost, and out-of-pocket cost. Differential cost are just one is increase another. Say for example, you have to buy or purchase a product. This product carried a different price. One brand is and other brand is increase from other. So there are difference. One brand is other brands. This different cost is differential cost. Say for example, you want to buy a mobile Samsung or mobile Oppo and another mobile set Vivo and like this. The two products are carried at two price. One is big price from others. So this is the differential cost. Another is opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is sacrifice mode. One is accept, another is reject or give up. The give up cost is called opportunity cost. Say for example, you have a money, say for example, 10 million or 5 million. You have opportunities to invest to project A and project B. If you want to invest project A, the project A give you 10% profit. And if you want to invest project B give you 15% profit. So you definitely choose one, big one. So small one you give up. The give up portion or give up project is the opportunity cost for you. And another special cost per decision, sunk cost. Sunk costs are those costs that has already been incurred in past. In present, there is no survival or existence. These types of cost already incurred in past, no exist in present, and there is no chance to get benefit at now. These types of cost is a sunk cost. So for example, you bought a computer 2 years ago, 1 year ago. So this period is sunk cost at now, no existence at now. Another is out of pocket cost. Out of pocket cost actually a contextual cost. These types of cost, first time you have to pay from your own money, and later you will give from the sources. This types of cost is out of pocket cost. Say for example, you want to travel on according to your company or organization, so you have to expense first from your own money. After completing the trips or travel and coming back to the company, you just ready a bill to pick up or to take the money from your organization or authority. So this types of cost is called out of pocket cost. So this is the classification or categorize of cost, and it details explanation I try to shortly brief here. Very simple way I try to show the sunk cost, out of pocket cost, like this. And another are available here, variable cost and fixed cost, that has already discussed before, but also I again try to give you a hints about the variable cost. You see the example, variable cost, unit expense are total or variable. Total or variable. 16,000, 12,000, 8,000, and 4,000. But per unit are not variable. Per unit are fixed. Say for example, 4 unit total cost 16,000, but per unit 4,000. Again, 3 unit total 12,000, per unit 4,000. Again, unit 2 unit total cost 8,000, per unit 4,000. 1 unit per unit 4,000. So per unit are fixed but total are variable. This concept are called the variable cost. So we can define variable cost is a cost whose total level of activity are changed on the basis of proportion but per unit are constant. This is the called variable cost and fundamental or core concept of variable cost. Again, the fixed cost total are constant or fixed, but per unit are changeable. So for example, you hire a room rent 10,000, you stay only one person. So every month you have to pay 10,000 taka. When you enter another member, so now you stay two member, but you have to pay 10,000 per head 5,000. So per head are increase or decrease, but total are fixed. This concept is called fixed cost. Fixed cost, again, we can two category, common fixed cost and discretionary fixed cost. Common fixed cost we cannot sense by special decision, but discretionary fixed cost we can sense by a special decision. When product are dropped, cost also drop. When product drop, but cost not drop. Cost you have to maintain the total. So this condition is discretionary fixed cost. Now I am going to another opportunity cost, sunk cost, and differential cost are clearly defined here with example. I think you will see and try to practice this.